So we're gonna start out with a TVP, which is honestly pretty hype. Let me see. Is this fixed? Does this work? Okay, it's good. Nice. In the top left. In the yellow. Representing PT Hero, it is Character. And his opponent, let's also make it groovy. A little music. His opponent, in the bottom right, Green Protoss, it is Clips. He's going to take a low ground pylon to kick it off. Character, I think, has some of the most unique builds out of most people in this tournament. Like, he's willing to do crazy shit. Try to get a one-up on his opponent. So we'll see what he's got planned here. Gateway goes down back at home. Probe's going to scout across the map. Also, Mitchie, man, thank you so much for those gifted subs. You're a fucking hero, bro. Thank you. Probe and the SCV do a little smoochy. Character is a creative player, man. Also, Volnox, don't start with me right now, man. I'm still salty as fuck. You and I, sir, have a bit of a vendetta. We have a bit of a rivalry. It's like Michigan State and OU. You never seen my OP as fuck proxy spawning pool build? I haven't, and I would like to. Sabercore goes down relatively on time, and it's going to be a Reaper opening for Character. Second gas back at home for Clips. Nexus and CC both going down. And we'll see what this Reaper can do. Might have a bit of a window here before Stalker gets out. If it moves out, okay. Here we go. Okay, you know what? I was just saying that the guy whose replay we're watching is a creative player. I'm not trying to rag on you guys. Most of you guys have beaten me in series anyway, so whatever. If he duos you every time, it's not really a rivalry. As much as it's just a beatdown. Fair enough. It's gonna be Adept first out of Clips. Reaper's coming in. My 13-minute 10-roach timing attack. No one expects it. True. Adept's going to get 2 shots. But that Reaper will skedaddle away. Clips is sending a probe cross. Adept is also going across. Are we going to see a little proxy here from this guy? Are we scouting twice? No one expects it. I mean, true. Bunker's going to finish. Reaper's going to take another poke, but Clips is onto it. Blink starts up. Couple Marines coming out for Character in a tank. He's going to boop the probes. Gonna shoot at this a little bit just for funs. Adept gets cornered by some Marines. At the same time, Reaper goes down. And the Marines clean up that Adept. Alright. Bunch more gateways going down. Warp gate finishes up. Blink's about halfway there. And Stim is going to start up for our Terran. And we're looking like a third base here for Clips. Probe wanders into the gunfire. Supplies are pretty even right now. This third base is pretty clutch for Clips. If he can defend this, that could be really good. I was expecting that to be a third CC. It wasn't. First 100 gas layer for overlords to poop creep in front of the natural wall for spines. That is disgusting and filthy, and I love it. So, what's it gonna be? Character sends Marine out to scout. Observer flying across to get some vision. Stalkers chilling at home on the ramp having a smoke. Still not seeing a third CC here from character, which makes me think he might try to commit to something pretty hard here. I mean, Stim is about done. He's got a healthy amount of tanks here. He scans, sees the majority of the Protoss army. Picks off that Marine. Observer placed over here to catch any drops coming in. And character's seen enough, and he's ready to move out. So Marine tank push coming across the map. I was going to say, okay, yeah, he is going to bring the rest of these tanks as well, it looks like. Is he going to leave one at home to defend, or is this all everything? This is all everything. Parade of tanks coming across the map. Immortal on the way, +1. Combat shields. But, yeah, Stim is done. Stim is done. Now he sees this. He's right on the observer. Blinkstalker's getting into position, and they're going to pick off the tank! But he's got Stim. Doesn't even really need medevacs with this. I don't know who wins this. I mean, if those other tanks were doing anything, but they're not. Marines get surrounded by the probes. Clip holds. Swats that push down. And now there's all these tanks over here, but there's no bio to back it up. And he sees it. He knows it's here. Well, at least he should see it. Yeah, okay. He's just taking more central position there. I like this observer placement from Clips. Very smart, very defensive. Let's see what happens. Not having the tanks there, I think, really kind of effed that up for our boy character. And these, I mean, these... He could just blink right on top of this and be like, F you, mate. But if he lets them siege, it gets a little hairier. Okay, 1 tank siege, 2 tank siege. Stalkers blink forward. Tank's doing a lot of damage to these Stalkers, but they're getting shredded by the Zealots. And this bio rallying to its death. And character finds himself in a rough spot. No third base. I don't even think he ever started one back here. Oh, he did. Okay, he did start at third base. He's going to slap down some more barracks. And a really good hold there by Clips. I mean, he had, like, honestly, it was vision. Like, he knew where it was. He knew what to expect. He saw what it was, and he reacted correctly. So, good play there. Charge is on the way, +2. He's going to get a warp prism. So I think Clips is about ready to bring it back across the map and punish character for that. Clips currently with double the army supply and the upgrade advantage. What's at home here for character? I mean, he needs defensive positioning. He's going to get this tank sieged up, which is a good move. Now he's got some medevacs, and it looks like he wants to try to drop, but the Protoss is coming across the map. Medevacs flying out. Are they going to be greeted by a bunch of blink stalkers? If these medevacs get picked off, that's it. Now Clips sees it. Does he see it? He should have seen it. He's gonna try to move back now. Protoss army up at the 12 o'clock position, moving forward. There's a prism here for reinforcements. Third CC is down. You gotta unload. Oh, charge lots, and this is looking really bad for our Terran player. Third base is pretty much doomed. He's gonna pull the boys. Prism moves up for reinforcements. CC is dead. And there's a decent amount of Terran, but there's a lot of charge lots and really no counter. There's no ghosts. I don't think there's enough tanks. Kiting his heart out, trying to get rid of these charge lots. Stalker Immortal moving through. SCV's starting to go down. 119 supply to 59. And I don't see how Clips doesn't win this. Okay, he lifts the CC. He's moving some boys back, but there's just a lot of Protoss here. He still has this prism too. Nice tank position, sandwiched in there in between the buildings, making it hard for these charge lots to get anywhere near it. These Immortals would just move. Okay, he got it. And yeah. That is game. I think that's game. GG is called and Clips takes it and goes up 1-0. GG's. Good observer placement and a good hold there by the Protoss. Looks like game 2 is going to be on Oxide. Let's get it. Oh, I keep fucking this up. My bad. Sorry. There we go. In the top right corner, our yellow Terran. He's down 1 game in this best of 3. It is Character, and his opponent in the bottom left, green Protoss, is Clips, who played a bit of a defensive style in that first game, and it paid off once again with the low ground pylon. Interesting move against Terran. I mean, you could try to block this Reaper wall here, but I think he's just like, no, I'm taking a second base. It's happening, so. Probe coming across the map. Terran's going gas first. And since his SCV out, trying to reunite and get another smooch in, but they just miss each other. Ships passing in the night. And I'm going to see a little harass. No, just a scout. Just wants to see the gas timings. And he's going to skedaddle out of there. The forbidden love. The interracial Protoss and Terran forbidden love. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet. It's violent, you know. Different families. Character gets a good scout with his SCV. And he's going to try to Reaper expand here again. He's got the minerals for this CC. Suspect he'd slap it down, and there we go. Have this SCV on a patrol in the main. He's going to pull it away now. And Warp Gate and Adept start up immediately. Reaper is done. And he's just chilling by this like mini supply depot thing. And he's going to come across the map. Factory is about halfway done. Got a couple stalkers queued up here. The Adept and this Reaper do not see each other. I think he shift queued that grenade, which is impressive. Okay. This Adept could stop this bunker. Reaper's gonna head home. There's a stalker here to deny it. MVP Adept stopping the bunker. He's got 2 SCV kills now. Can he get a third? He's gonna get a third. That Reaper could just hop into the bunker, or you could salvage it. Okay, so fuck that bunker then. 3 SCVs go down. Clips is starting to get his economy in order here. 20 SCVs to 32 probes. And it's going to be a Blink Robo choice once again from Clips. It worked in game 1. Why not? A lot of Protosses are going Stargate. At least that's what I've been finding when I off-race as Terran. That's not the play here. Also, my Terran is like Gold League, so whatever. Sacrificial Probe. Maybe gets an idea of the worker count here. So we got 2 reactored barracks and then a 3rd with a tech lab. Okay, Stim is just now starting up. And the Adept's watching the front door. Back at home. Blink's in the mail. A little bit of a supply block, but he got past it. It's going to be Observer first. I don't know what that was. I don't know what these SCVs are doing. Oh, no. Okay, they're going to come with. Character is going to get spotted moving out. Clip sees the army. He knows it's 2 tanks. He knows it's a bunch of bio. Blink is about finished. And I think the key thing is when you open Blink and you're in this kind of situation is you just can't let them siege. You gotta jump on that army before they siege up. We'll see if he's able to do that here. Yep, and I think that's exactly what he wants to do. Stalkers come out, see the SCVs. Character's gonna rotate around. And Clips might find himself out of position here if he goes any further. Oh no. Is he just gonna counter push? I mean, he could. He definitely could. Are we gonna see a recall? Okay, the Stalkers turn around. Bio tank pushing at the front. Recall is used. Back to the natural. Both tanks are still alive. What's going on with this bio? We're gonna keep it moving. Stim pack is done. Hasn't used it yet. He does not have any medevacs. There's Stim. Focuses down the Zealots. Good play. Loses a tank. And this is pretty even. I mean, Clips doesn't have a shield battery here. And he's going to lose his gateway, so he's going to lose some production. Character's got a lot of stuff back at home, too. He could be moving this all forward. Now, charge is about to be done, and that changes character's position here by quite a bit. He's holding back. But man, just killing this one pylon would have been so huge for this push. Now he's got blink and charge, so this gateway army is ready to dance. And that's a dead tank. Now the reinforcements could have gotten trapped out, but he pulls him back at just like the last second, even stims to get him out of the way as quickly as possible. 2 more gates and Immortal coming up for the Protoss. Combat shield's about halfway done for the Terran. Scan misses the army. Well, I guess he sees a couple sentries. And 3rd base is in the mail. Reactor to Starport's going to be the call here from Terran. He's got a 3rd base done. And character's in a decent spot. I mean, he's down 20 workers, but the army supply is even. Yeah, charge is pretty clutch there. Okay. So he's got 3 orbital commands now. And 3rd base is going to fly over there for character. So it looks like we're settling into the mid-game here. Character wanted to end it with that push, just didn't have quite enough mustard on it. Really, if he had just been able to kill this pylon, I think he could have killed the Protoss right then and there. But now the charge is done, and you know, this third base is up. His income is a lot better now. Whereas there's no workers at all here for characters, so I mean, he's got mules, of course. Medevacs are going to come in and support this army. He's just now started up 1-1. But I think he's going to push anyways. No upgrades at all for the Protoss, but he does have a double forge coming in. Tank siege up. Stem is used. And charge lots start to eat some fire. Good Guardian shield there by the Protoss. Is this enough tanks? I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of Marauders left, which are really good against these Stalkers, but these Immortals really dishing some pain out here. So close. Nice hot pickups there. And that push didn't quite do it. 29 army to 36. Clip's enjoying almost 20 worker lead. So now what? How's character going to make this work? Storm is almost done. I mean, is he just going to have to start doing drop play and try to pull this Protoss apart? Protoss is taking the fourth base. Never noticed that was like oblong like that. All right. Clips is up by roughly 30 supply. Terran does have 1-1 finished. And once again, he finds himself right under an observer. There's a flank coming around the back side. Storms hit the bio. Ooh. Ooh. And he's got to pick up, and he's bleeding medevacs. Clip's playing a little bit conservatively by pulling back here. I guess he just wants to really get this fourth base stabilized. Fourth base is almost done for character as well. I kind of feel like Clips could have just F2A moved the entire Protoss army and could have killed him right now. But he didn't, so character does have a chance to try to pull off a miracle and get back into this. 10 High Templars being warped in. So much gas. And they're all going to go to Archons. He still has 4 more High Templars for Storms. And +2 ground weapons is going to start up. I do think Terran now has +1 vehicle weapons as well. They do. Yeah, I'm also surprised that he didn't just literally F2A move across the map after that. Looks like he's getting the idea, though. As the Protoss army moves out to this position, he's going to see the CC's trying to fly over. And that's a decent amount of Archons, man. Prism's over here for reinforcements. And what do you do as character? I mean, he's got a decent amount of tanks over here. Clips is going to try to flank around this. He's going to rotate. Maybe trying to break, yep, I was going to say maybe break these rocks and get out into the open here. The tanks are what's really scary. But that's a lot of Protoss. 116 army to 77. And here we go. Character on defense this time. He's going to lose some tanks. Storm's coming in. The tanks are eviscerated. Yep. This is bad news bears for the Terran. Clips has 3 times the amount of army. And GG is called. Clips takes the series 2-0. GG. Well played. Nice. Nice. Okay, up next we're gonna have elegacy versus trussessuck. Alright. Let's get it. All right, on to game 1 of this best of 3 here on Lightshade. In the bottom right, our yellow Protoss, it is trussessuck. And his opponent, the red Protoss, in the top left, it is elegacy. PvP action. This one's for you, Mitchy Tommy. Thanks for all the gifted subs today, buddy. Really appreciate it. Cheers. So right off the bat, I'm noticing that we're not going to see a wall here from trusses, which does leave you vulnerable to those adept harasses. I also don't think he is scouted yet. Trussessuck doesn't scout, that's a thing. Second gateway from elegacy. And Truss does about the same thing. I should turn my Discord off so that stupid thing stops popping up. I'll do that after this game. He doesn't scout in PvP, which is why he was salty at me when I cheesed him. He's got 2 gates. There's a second gate coming. So what's the move? It's going to be Stalkers here from a Legacy. And 1 Stalker from Trusses. His second gateway is a little bit further behind. He doesn't scout in any matchup. To me, that is buck wild, but if it works, I mean, I guess you do get a slight economic edge with that. And really, I think what this is going to come down to is if he can hold the second base, he's going to be in good shape. Legacy's going to poke with the Stalkers. Now, that sort of looked like a scout. 2 more Stalkers coming in, so possibly a 4-Stalker push. And it looks like he wants to be able to reinforce here in the middle of the map. I noticed he never scouted, so I just 12-pulled in 1. That's smart. I dig it. The clutch shield battery coming in here from trussessuck. He might really need that here in a second because there's a robo, there's a gateway, there's all kinds of proxy shenanigans coming out of a legacy who wants to end this game on 1 base. He wants to end this on 1 base. Let's take a quick look at the units tab. 4 Stalkers to 3. Now, there is a robo coming in for trusses as well. I think the shield battery is really going to be like the thing. And I think his robo is also, yeah, it's quite a bit ahead of the legacies. Trussessuck is building probes, and elegacy is finishing up warp gate and whatnot. Wait. What? Hang on. I don't think Homeboy ever researched warp gate. He did not research warp gate. Also, he just used his shield battery overcharge. Trussessuck with the no scout, no warp gate opener. The balls on this man. What a chungus. What a guy. Another gate. Legacy is like, this is an all-in. Is that a second shield battery? It surely is. So here come the Stalkers. Now, oh, where's my production tab? There it is. How's this gonna go? I mean, he's got a shield battery. Let's see the focus fire. Now the Immortal is out. Okay, they both have an Immortal. Little poke there from a Legacy. Gets an idea, testing the waters. Trusses seems to have remembered that he needs a warp gate. That's harsh, man. Forgetting that one hurts. I also think Trusses might be off racing with Protoss. He might be. I'm not 100% sure what his main is. And here comes another fight. The focus fires are good, but there's a second Immortal for Trusses, and this could be huge. The second shield battery and these Immortals actually give him a pretty good spot. If he can hold this for another minute, at least until like warp gate is done, he is way ahead. And he does know. So that's a scout. He does know that there's nothing behind this and that this is truly all in. So let's see what the reaction is. It's going to be Immortals and shield batteries. I think that's great. I think that's smart. Losing that pylon's not the best thing, but he doesn't quite get it. Legacy doesn't quite get it. Is he going to step forward, try to kill it? Okay, he gets that one. There's another pylon back here powering everything, and now there's 3 shield batteries for Trusses. He's doing a hell of a good job holding this right now. This could be trubs. This could be real trubs for a Legacy. He's not mining out yet, but I mean, he's on a timer here. This either works or it doesn't. 3 Immortals defending right next to shield batteries. I mean, what do you do here as a Legacy? I mean, keep picking away at that Nexus, right? But like, or if you can bring him back away from his shield batteries. But the fact is, this is not even an even fight. Trussessuck has a better army right now. Holy shit, what's he gonna do? How's a Legacy gonna transition out of this? He's not producing anything right now. And I mean, he knows, he sees everything. He's getting a decent concave and a spread here with the Stalkers, but there's 4 Immortals. You can't use Stalkers against this many Immortals. Oh, and he loses his Immortal. He's gonna lose the second one too. This is looking bad. What a hold from Trussessuck, man. He did this all without warp gate for the first couple minutes, which is pretty amazing. Shield batteries beyond clutch here. He's even getting upgrades. He's feeling comfortable. And back at home, I mean, a Legacy's gonna make a Twilight. Charge would be huge. These Immortals just crush these Stalkers, man. You really can't. You really can't fight this, bud. So Legacy's forced to retreat here. I mean, he's getting a prism, so maybe he can try to like. Okay, actually, this could be a big brain move where he just draws Trusses way out of position as this prism comes across. So if he can get tucked in like right here and get in the depths into the mineral line, this could be great. Yeah, I think there was a bit of a hesitation with the push. It's always scary when you're all in, because if you lose that army, you're dead, and I think he was being a little extra cautious. This Observer could be sniped if Trussessuck is paying attention here. So this is good for Legacy, because he knows the army positions, so like, if this Prism's going to do any shenanigans, he is going to lose this vision, though, and that hurts. Still on 1 base. Still basically all in, but we're almost to the 9-minute mark here. It's going to be a Dark Shrine, just to try to make something work here. But again, trussessuck has vision, and he also has forges, so if he wanted to like passively, have passive vision with some cannons, he could do that. Twilight Council is also going to finish up. What's going to be the play out of that? I'm expecting charge, but we'll see. Third base going down for Trusses, who has a pretty huge lead. I mean, Elegacy needs like the best disruptor hits of all time to make this work. Unfortunately, he's going for DTs. I mean, that could work because there aren't really any cannons anywhere. So if this army, which it looks like it's about to, is out of position, and he just drops DTs in here, this game could flip. But we'll see. We'll see. Little multi-prong here. So he's going to send the Stalkers up here while the Prism warps in behind. Now, what's the reaction going to be? This army needs to split up. Here come the DTs. Army's pulling back. Stalkers are here to say hello. But if you're not fighting the DT, I mean, like, okay, it does split. Nice, nice. More DTs going to drop into this mineral line, which is good play. Trussessuck might be able to get that Prism. Not quite. Okay, cleans up the DTs in the main. And, I mean, I don't think Elegacy can win this. However, despite it being, as Hardrail just pointed out, despite it being 3 bases to 1, the worker count is even. So, now he's going to lose his Prism. I can't believe that. That was bananas. However, the army supply is heavily in favor of Trussessuck, who could literally F2A move across the map and win now. Is he getting the idea that he needs some cannons? No cannons. Seeing this proxy position would be pretty good, but it's on the high ground, so he doesn't see it. And of course, your attack path does not naturally go up here. You have to specifically do that, and he did not. Don't lose the Prism! Loses the Prism. Good start for a Legacy, but he is hurting. Yeah, charge being done would be great. I mean, +2 is about to finish here, and I think that's going to be... Yeah, he's got +2 Stalkers. There's no money left here. GG is called and Trussessuck takes game 1. Hot diggity dog. GG's. Gotta say, man, like, there was a window there where a Legacy could have, like, there was definitely potential. And Trusses, I mean, I don't know if maybe it wasn't a mistake to skip Warp Gate. Maybe he wanted those Immortals out that much quicker. Either way, one hell of a hold on his part in multiple phases, like getting past the Stalkers, then also with the DTs. He did a good job splitting up his army and macroing. And then by the end of it, I mean, that was it. Yeah, he missed the window. GG's from both sides. We're going to head over to Jaganatha. Juggernaut Jason. I don't really know how you're supposed to say this, but for game 2 of this best of 3 series, let's go. Let's get it. In the bottom left, up 1-0. Yellow Protoss, it's Trussessuck, and in the top right, his opponent, the purpley Protoss. I like that he's playing purple on Jaganatha because it's Juggernaut Jason's map, so like he loves purple. But is he Legacy? Will Trussessuck refuse to scout? I do think skipping Warp Gate does optimize the Immortal timing. I agree. I just don't know if it was intentional. Because like when you don't, you know, you're like 5 minutes in the game, you're like, wait, he doesn't have Warp Gate? It just seems like... Warp Gate is just 50 gas that isn't Void Raise, says print F. That man is a legend. thing that Printf always does on his stream is like he has that water bottle and he'll drink out of the water bottle and then slam it down on the table, and like his mic is on the table and it's just like crushing a little bit. This looks like a scout, guys. This looks a lot like a scout to me. It's gonna be cannons from trusses here. And the alert is out. So Legacy knows what's happening. Well, he knows that there's a proxy pylon at least. Trusses, I would like to see a second probe to facilitate this cannon rush. Okay, cannon goes down. To be fair, it wasn't a scout, it was a cannon rush. I was wrong. Second cannon. No pylon wall. So those cannons are a little bit exposed. If you pulled probes... Oh, wait, did he hard wall? He did hard wall. Smart moves by Legacy. Who's getting his cybernetics core? Sometimes in PvP, when you're getting cannon rush like this, defensive forge is sometimes the call. So you can get the high ground cannon and try to deny this stuff. But that's not the case here. Now he's going to focus fire down this gateway, and I think that's a good call. We need production. Okay, so it's going to be stalkers. He's going to lose his gate before the stalker pops, and that's bad news. The vision is everything. He needs to get a pylon immediately. Build a pylon. 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 No! And he doesn't get high ground vision, and this cannon rush is donezo. Oh man, it was like it was right there, dude. I mean, even with a pylon up here, of course the stalker can move back and shoot. Okay, there's a second probe. Maybe it's not completely donezo. He's gonna go up, but he just walled himself out with that. Does it matter? Oh, that's my brother saying hello. What's up, Om? No cancel, loses that, and stalkers continue going to work. Okay, so he's going to be able to shut this down. I mean, even with this, this cannon rush is over. It's over. So second base, that makes sense. It was, I guess, like a low-key contain there for a minute. Legacy does have a robo done now. Warp gate about halfway there. On the other side of the map. No warp gate again from trusses. 2 gates making stalkers. Shield battery, very clutch. And proxy with the gateway for warp conduit. Yo, Amador, what's up, man? How you doing? We're casting some video games. And a Legacy smells blood in the water. He's going to move across. He's got twice the army supply right now, but the shield batteries, once again, so clutch. Will it be enough? Yeah, everything was cool until this Immortal showed up, but now Legacy's looking kind of strong. Is he making more? Yep, he's got another Immortal, and it's going to parade across the map. More batteries. I think that's a smart move. Oh, nice. An offensive shield battery here from a Legacy, so he kind of negates the advantage a little bit as long as he can position the way he wants. Nice focus fire. Gets a stalker. And this second Immortal could spell doom. The boys are pulled, at least some of them. And look, he can retreat, and he's fine. Nice play there by a Legacy. Trussessuck has the worker advantage, but the army supply is not in his favor. He's going to lose that pylon. Now he's supply blocked. And now he's really supply blocked. And probes are dying. That doesn't work without power, does it? I know it doesn't take energy. I don't think that works without power. This push is looking good. I think Elegacy's gonna take this game, man. I don't see how Trusses is gonna survive this. He's got an immortal, but there's no batteries up here. And there's just too much. Like, when this is, yeah. GG is called, and Elegacy ties the series up 1-1. We got a game 3. We got a game 3. Hell yeah. Always love seeing a game 3. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we're going to head over to Romanticide. Game 3, Legacy versus Trussessuck. Aight? Let's get it. Okay, here we go. Nice. Okay. Top left corner, yellow Protoss, Trussessuck. Bottom right, purpley Protoss, a Legacy. Tied up 1-1. Here we are in game 3. Very nice. Legacy wants to wall. Trussessuck does not want to wall. Again, I just feel like this leaves you so vulnerable to adept openings. We'll see if a Legacy takes advantage of that here, as this has been the same kind of opener from Trussessuck the last 2 games. Robe's heading across the map. Is this a scout? Does this count as a scout? Are they gonna smooch? They're in between the bushes. No one can see them. Smooch. No one has to know. You guys. Second gateway from Legacy, and then still on 1 gate from Trussessuck. He's gonna get the core down slightly before Legacy did. And there's the second gate a little bit after. So this is pretty similar to game 1. And yeah, I mean, maybe it's because it's in game 3 and he just needs to know that he's not being cheesed, so he's like, fuck it, I'll just do a probe scout. That could be the jam. Could be what's going on. This probe is in distress. And man, that's just like being like, I don't give no shits. Watch me put down this Nexus. And he does, and then he kills the probe. Just sort of chilling in your base. Warp gate starts up. Once again, no warp gate from Trussessuck. This has to be a choice and not a mistake at this point. Oh, the supply block is hurting Trussessuck right now as he's falling behind supply. Legacy's starting to rally. Okay, so as we said before, no wall means you're really vulnerable to adepts, and what do you know? What do you know? Here come the adepts. This could be super duper bad for Trussessuck. He could lose a lot of workers here. What's the follow-up? The follow-up is more adepts. Okay. Alright. He shades. There's not going to be much to see there in the main base, or rather the natural, but he gets into the main. There's nothing here except probes that are running away. Okay, he boxes out the adepts, and he's actually going to lose an adept without getting any damage done. So, decent hold there from Trusses considering the position. And yeah, these adepts, now they're fighting the stalkers. That's not what you want to do. Ooh, a missed opportunity there. But there's more adepts coming across. Unless he gets 0 probes. He got a probe. He only got 1 probe. He's going full tilt on this. He's making glaives. I don't know about you. I very rarely see glaives in PvP. Now we're focusing down some probes. 3 probes go down. He's going to get a 4th, maybe a 5th. Well, no, he's not going to get the 5th. Okay, so 4 more probes. I feel like it's rare to see glaives in PvP, just because of, you know, void rays and pretty much everything else. So, at the cost of 4 adepts, we got, I think, 4 or maybe... He got 6 workers for 4 adepts. It's not a great trade for legacy. Second base is going to go down. He's got to try to macro up and get back into this game. Meanwhile, Stalker Immortal is ready from Trusses, who still... Dude, this dude says fuck Warp Gate, and that's very punk rock of him. 7 adepts. Glaive's about to finish. Trusses is looking for a proxy, not finding it. Another supply block. Really slowing down his game here, but so far he's held. Void Ray's taking an eternity to kill adepts. That is true. Void Ray Glaives is legit. I've saw my boy M. Canning do that build a couple times, and it does work. A couple sentries add into the mix. I think this has to go do the thing as quickly as possible. Oh, speak of the devil, there's also a Void Ray coming here for Legacy that I didn't even notice. Look at me not reading the production tab. It's like how I don't look at the minimap a lot of the time. How foolish. Is he just going to wait for 1? Is he going to try to get 2? What's the plan? There's no robo here, so there's no robo owner and no forge, so there's no detection. No prisms. Trusses, on the other hand, has some detection, and he's going to keep going with these Immortals. Immortals, hard countered pretty effing hard by Void Rays. I think if you go Glaives, you need to be attacking workers the second Glaives finishes. The fact that he's sitting back with that upgrade and not trying to utilize the potential of a window there, I think could be a mistake from a Legacy, but also the first couple adepts didn't do what they needed to, so maybe he's just feeling a certain way. I don't know. The late Warp Gate thing from Trusses is just amazing. It's working out for him, though. And the Stalker and Immortal count continues to build. 76 supply. Okay, 84, 86 supply to 71. And he's going to know it's Glaives once he sees that. What's the reaction? Trussessuck's getting a prism. He's getting +1. The Legacy is supply blocked. Both players suffering some kind of rough supply blocks in this game. Pressure's on, though. It's game 3, so no judgment. Third base goes down for elegacy. What's the play going to be? I think a Legacy needs a prism, which is like the only tech path he didn't go down. He's getting double forage. So he doesn't really have a good way to reinforce any of this. But I don't know, man. I feel like this is passive. I mean, the supply is still in his favor. He's up workers. He's up army. So maybe this is fine, and maybe he thinks he can like try to widen the lead by playing a more defensive game. I don't know what the thought process is there. I don't think it's going to be Disruptor because he doesn't have a robo yet. He's up 10 supply, though. 5 of that in workers. And I don't think he's looking at this because I think you'd want to come down here and see that you're up against mostly Stalkers. +1 being done is going to be a nice advantage for Trusses if he uses this window. He's got about 40 seconds until his opponent's +1 is done. There's a lot of Immortals here. 4 Immortals in a prism. I unironically spent a solid 2 months going Glaive Adept Disruptor in PvP. How'd it work? I mean, you see a lot of like Blink Stalker Disruptor, but not so much. It tanked my win rate. Yeah, I feel like Adepts have a narrow window where they're good in PvP, and then they can also be good as like a backstab unit, but as like a main army unit, I don't see it in PvP. All right, trussessuck about to get aggressive. He's got the upgrade advantage, but there's a lot of Void Rays here. But oh my God, there's so many Immortals though. But Immortals don't really. I don't know about this fight. Getting a little clumped up here. Not everything's able to attack. A nice concave from elegacy. Overcharge on the Void Rays, just slaughtering these Stalkers. He's got 4 of them left. Glaive Adept's cleaning up the Immortals, and he's got a recall. What a fucking hold from elegacy. Defensive Glaives. Defensive Glaives. Well played. That might have been it. I don't know how Trusses gets back into this game now. It worked. It absolutely worked. And so now he's going to come back across the map, and what is there to defend? A couple Stalkers, a couple Immortals. He's got a Prism. He's got like a cannon. He's got a battery. I don't think that's enough. More Void Rays coming. +2. 2/2 coming in. That's so many Adepts, man. This army is not allowed anywhere near the probes. This base is dead. He's actually just gonna go ahead and skate on past it. It's kind of funny to see Adepts actually dealing damage. More Void Rays joining. Okay, that was decisive. Now what? He could continue this push. I mean, yeah, I think this could be fine. Is he just going to try to do Shades instead? Yeah, he's going to split the army up. Using the air advantage here, I like it. Up! Up! Oh, the blink forward! Almost gets this. Oh, he's just going to get a second Void Ray. But where are the boys? Here are the boys. Adepts murdering Immortals. That is unusual. The mass shade. If this goes over here, it's bad news bears for trussessuck. The Void Ray is going to come back in and rejoin this fight. He's attacking the gas, but I still think it's quite the advantage. Well, he's starting to lose his army now. These guys are not really fighting the same things. He lost a lot of Adepts there, but he didn't need to. He's focusing down a pylon. I mean, okay. Well, so that wasn't great, but there is a 4th base done now. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. So that didn't feel good. But it is 4 bases against 2, as Hard Rail is pointing out in the chat. True, 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 true. More Adepts. And these armies about to butt heads here. Fighting up a ramp. Not great for Trusses, and he knows it, and he blinks away. 3 Observers with this army. Void Rays tickling the Stalkers. More Void Rays joining the action. Man, these Adepts are actually pretty fierce. Adepts are tankier than you think. GG is called. Elegacy takes it 2-1. GG's. In the top left, Purple Terran representing himself. It is Fann. And in the bottom right, red Protoss, it is elegacy. Little TVP action for you guys. Thanks for hanging out, watching this. Appreciate you. Looks like we're going to see a Reaper wall here from elegacy. Look at this APM. Averaging 420 APM. I love it. Also, how's the sound, guys? Is the mic okay? Is the game sound loud enough? Do I need to make any adjustments? You know, my mic was acting weird earlier. Smooch! I like this move. Terrans hate it. It's beautiful. Always worth it to harass that probe a little bit. Fann wants to expand here. Looks like the weak SCV might be the one that builds. Nexus on the way, CC on the way, both players expanding. It is the weak SCV building this, so this is vulnerable to that first adept, if that's the decision that elegacy decides to make here. Orbital command morphing up now. And a factory to follow this all up. So Reaper's gonna head, well, is he gonna scout for proxies first, or is he gonna head across the map? No one said anything, so I'm gonna assume either you can't hear me or that the sound is fine. Okay, Stalker first, so he's not really gonna be able to punish that weak SCV. Sees the Stalker, backs off. Sounds good. Okay, thanks, boys. It's got a T for Terran on the back. Imagine if you just hovered like that and your legs just dangled all the time. Just sort of like wobbling back and forth like this. Little jetpack warming up your fanny. So Reaper's going to hang out. Got another orbital command coming up. Widow Mines. Are we going to see a mine drop? Are we going to see a mine drop? It's a 1-1-1. Okay, it's a 2-1-1. Okay, so I do this, but for some reason when I do it, my Stalker always ends up right here, and I'm a very sad person. This game's pretty much dead even right now. This Widow Mine's going to be defensive at first, but he is getting a second mine and a medevac, so I do suspect we'll see a Widow Mine drop here. More Stalkers. Observers about to head across the map. Warp Gate just finishing up. Twilight Council is the tech of choice. Immortal on the way. So no one's doing anything really aggressive here off the gate, or rather off the start here, but we do see the mines loading up in a medevac, and it's going to boost across the map. Now, will it be seen? Spotted! A legacy, and he sees it. He knows. Okay, so how's that going to work? I mean, if a legacy shuts this mine drop down, he's in a good spot. Yep, moves the Stalkers towards the back of the mineral line. He knows exactly where this is coming from. And Fann is possibly going to enter a world of pain here. Boosts across. Stalkers taking the shots. One mine burrows. Workers are pulled. Two probes go down. He still has a mine left. One more drop. Pulls the boys. It attacked a guy inside a refinery. Loses the medevac. And, okay, so he needs an observer, I think. Is there an armory? There's not an armory, right? Yeah, no, so he could actually be killing. Okay, he does get it. All right, cool. So Legacy cleans that up pretty decently. He does lose a couple workers, loses some mining time, has to shuffle things back around. So a bit of like a mental tax. But as far as just like units go, a Legacy looking okay here for now. This guy's still just here wobbling. It's like this ride that they have at Cedar Point called the Raptor, where your legs, like, it's like a roller coaster and your legs just dangle. That's what that makes me think of. Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio, putting it on the map. Okay, Observer's going to move back across. Third base is going down. And we got a lot of friggin' Marines about to come out here. Stim is on the way. Cedar Point is the greatest amusement park in the country, but also in the Midwest. I would agree. I would agree, sir. I'm stoked that you know what that is. I was like, I'm going to say this, and no one's going to know what I'm talking about. That looks like an all-in. I would say yes, because, I mean, it's a very strong two-base push, and he doesn't have a third CC, so yeah. All-in sounds about right to me. He's got the army supply. I mean, right now he could crush him. There's no splash. The classic physics field trip. Oh, yeah, there's like that, and what's the other place? COSI, the like science amusement place. Back when you could go places and do things and not worry about catching the death. Oh, he does have a Robo Bay here. Okay. And it's going to be Colossus. Nice. Stim is done. Observers see everything. He knows where he's at. He knows he's at home. And he knows that he's going against a really heavy Marine composition. That's why he's getting those Colossus. Tanks are going to unsiege, and I think we're about to see a push here. Oh, yeah. Fann is ready. Charge lot. No, these aren't charge lots. Regular zealots. Charge is on the way. Coming across the map, and he's in a decent spot. Yeah. Oh, he's getting throttled by these rocks here, kind of. Okay, does manage to get past that. Nice, nice. There's a scan. 100 army supply from Fann here at the 8-minute mark. Pretty impressive, honestly. This is scary. There's no shield batteries here for Protoss. Thermal Lance is not done. Charge is not yet done. And there's just a lot of Marines here, man. Tanks are going to try to siege. Stims forward. Colossus goes down. There's no more splash damage on the field at all. Immortal's not great against Marines. Charge is still not done, and it hurts. Now he's kiting probes. Now he's kiting probes. A couple stalkers left. They will go down, and the parade is here. Only 8 army supply for a Legacy here, and it's just this one Colossus. Tank's starting to leapfrog forward here. And a Legacy is in a world of trubs. A Legacy is in a world of pain. Loses the Nexus. Stims up the ramp. Nice medevac control there to not have them like move and then stop and then heal. That was pretty cool. And the tanks are just crushing. He could leapfrog one more tank up forward here if he really wanted to. There is a disruptor for your Legacy, so if you can catch these guys coming up the ramp, it'll be good. More medevacs, more Marines, more stuff trailing across the map here. +1 is about to finish for Protoss. He's got 5 more gateways going up. He only had 5 gateways to begin with. Charge Lot's trying to get some work done here, and they... Oh, yeah, they're going to get a tank. They're going to get both tanks. Okay. But there's more tanks where that came from. Marines come back to cover. GG's is called, and Fann takes game 1 in a pretty scary fashion there. GG's. That was a lot of army at the 8-minute mark, dude. 100 supply. Army 8 minutes is, I mean, that's, I don't even really know what the benchmark is, but that just seems like it's really strong to me. GG, well played. All right, so we're going to hop into game 2. We're heading over to the romantic map. And let's get into it. Game 2. Top left, Purple Terran representing himself with a little cheese, little cheese here. It's Fann representing Team Fann. And then in the bottom right, changing colors every single game, is our Protoss player, elegacy. He's down a map in this series. I feel like there's a lot of dead airspace on this map, right? A lot of good stuff for Terran. I mean, I think Liberators can really throttle a unprepared player on this map. Libs, of course. Man, I really need to turn off my Discord. I will remember to do that eventually. Proxy Rax goes down from Fann, and elegacy doesn't know. And when he comes up here to scout, he's going to see this Rax at home and be like, that's normal. Which is smart. Good head game there from Fann. That's what they all say about him. It says his head game is strong. Sorry. Hard wall for Mr. Head Game himself, Fann. And we got more barracks going down right outside the Protoss main. 7X core is just now getting started. Hard wall is definitely sus. Marine coming out. He is just chilling on 17 workers right now. He's not building anymore. Meanwhile, Legacy is trying to play like a normal game. He's getting an expansion, but he doesn't know about this. So he sees the hard wall. I mean, I automatically think like Cloaked Banshee or something like that when I see a hard wall, but really it could be anything. In this case, it's Proxy Rax, man. And if we don't get shield batteries and units out here ASAP, I mean, he's only got one gate. He's only got one gate against 4 barracks production. Purple sus. Yeah, if you guys ever want to play Among Us, also, I'm up for that sometime. We should do that. Game is fun. I once got by the high ground CC behind a hard wall. Dude, it happens to all of us, man. Okay, he's got a couple SCVs in here with this push. There's a couple more Marines coming across the map, and I think once they join up, along with this last round of production, it's going to be happening. Meanwhile, a Legacy, only one Stalker. He's building a second one. He's getting Warp Gate, but he only has one gateway. No shield batteries. And Fann is like, what's up, buddy? Loses that Stalker right away. Pulls the probes, but there's SCVs here to tank. 6 probes go down already. And, oh my god, the bunkers too. Once that pylon goes down, a Legacy is absolutely dead. He might be dead no matter what. Marines kiting back against these probes. Nice mineral walk there, trying to get us surrounds. And he gets it! But he's losing so many boys. He's lost. Oh, man. 26 probes have fallen. And I think you guys know what's up here. Oh, man, the high ground bunker. Dude. Man. This is nice, dude. This is a good play. That gateway finishes, but I think it's too little too late. We're looking at 32 supply to 10. That Stalker dies. There's no probes left. This SCV is... The SCVs are attacking the probes. Oh, man. You can just run back to this bunker if you wanted to. More Marines coming in. The Stalker is trapped. GG's is called, and Fann takes that series 2-0. GG's. Nice. In the bottom right, Representing himself with the cheese wheel, it is Fann playing as Terran. And in the top left, our first Zerg of the day, it is shwall. Ooh. Okay. Double overpool. Or what do you call that when you cancel? Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's get a couple more drones out a little bit quicker. Usually when I see this, I suspect cheese. But we'll see. Doesn't have a a pool down or anything like that, and he's still building drones. Okay, there's the pool. Yo! What? Someone just hit me up with 10 tier 1 subs. You guys. Y'all. Thank you so much, man. I don't know who you are, but I love you and I appreciate you. God damn. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess people really want to see some StarCraft. And a slacker casting it. Yo, thank you so much. Oh my god, characters is sub now? Oh my god, so many people. Elegacy is a sub now? King Shivy's in. Oh man. Thank you. Thank you so much. I guess that's just gonna ding a couple more times, but I'm okay with it. Hot damn, 10 subs. Thank you so much. That is just unbelievable. Unreal. Thank you so much. 10 gifted subs. Ah, my god. That is wild. Yo, I don't even know what to say except thank you so much. Thank you so much. These are hard times right now, man, so I do appreciate that. Okay, we're going straight into roaches here, but we are going to get ling speed as well. So let's see what shwall's got planned here. Yo, Nan, thank you again for the subs, man. 10 gifted subs! I never even thought I would ever make affiliate. So, I got rated by Nina yesterday. Now I got random folks sending me subscriptions. Thank you so much. What a life. What a time. Alright, so anyway, we got 6 roaches coming out. And yeah, let's see how this works out for shwall. Terran, meanwhile, has a second base. And a 1-1-1, but he's getting Hellions, which is not really that good against the roaches, which are starting to rally across the map here. My god, 10 gifted subs. That's so wild. Thank you so much. Alright. Well, I guess he wants to kind of see what he's getting into here, but he is going to get supply blocked if he loses this OV. Ling speed is done. These lings are getting across. More Hellions. No, he cancels. Cancels and he wants to switch. He's like, oh my god. I think I might need a tank. Yeah, it's going to be a tank. 2 Marines. Couple, or a Ravager is morphing now. And shwall is like poised to end this game right away. Bunker is almost done on the high ground. That's going to be clutch. Bile takes out the depot and the lings are in. Surrounds the Hellion, gets the first Hellion. And there's no Marines to even put in this. Now there's a tank, but it's going to get surrounded by lings and roaches. It's trying to get a repair, can't get it. And Fann is in a rough spot. Good repair here. But I just don't think he's got enough to hold against this many roaches. 14, 15 SCVs have gone down. Here comes the ling flood. The door's wide open. And there's just not really anything you can do. And shwall takes game 1. GG. Woo! Yeah, how about we just get real aggressive, I guess. Because that's what that was. Hot diggity damn. Good game. Okay, so we're going to head over to Death Thora for game 2 of this series. Right now. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. There we go. When I do this, I always have a tank and I just die. Yeah, same. Or they'll have like a lib. Or like, yeah, we'll have like liberators or like banshees or something. It just doesn't work. Same here. I have the same problem. Oh, sorry. So we're doing best of 3. Shitty Wall took game 1. This is game 2. That's Shitty Wall. That's Fann. All right. So will we see more shenanigans out of this Zerg? I mean, that was a very dedicated push. And it worked. It broke him, so let's see what he tries here in game 2. I mean, he's got a little bit of breathing room. He could try something like that again. And, you know, if it goes to game 3, then you can try to macro it out. Yo, Mitchie, some random popped in here and dropped 10 subs. I don't know. Volnox, it was a speedling slow roach push. Yeah. Also, Mitchie, I really do appreciate you gifting subs. Thank you. I don't know, man. I don't know who it was. It just happened. Start talking about your friends being in the hospital and people open up. Pretty rad. Pretty rad. I didn't think I was going to give up on streaming. Alright, so it's going to be a Reaper Expand here from our Purple Terran. Death Aura, not the greatest map for Zerg, just in that you can't really get the vision you want from this pillar. I mean, there's other ways you could say it's good for them, but this particular position, not great. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty hyped. Okay, Reaper sees the lack of a third, although it's maybe a touch early for a third base yet. He's going to see the creep coming out of the second base there, though. Lings are in position to intercept this Reaper if he makes that fateful leap. This is good positioning, too, because like a Reaper can jump up basically anywhere here. Because in the end, all maps are actually Terran favored. Except Jag, I would say. Reaper taking some shots at the hatchery. He's going to draw the Lings down. And will we do the dance? No, he's just going to run away. Fair enough. This... What's the deal? Okay, well, it's roaches and speed again. Let's take a look. He's on 19 drones, just as he was last time. Now he's not making any more drones. This looks like the exact same build. I think the whole map pool except Jag is slightly Terran favor. That's exactly what I'm screaming. Yep, so he's going to do the same thing here. The Reaper is going to see this move out, so here's the key. What's going on here? He's got Hellions again. Same thing. He's got to switch over to try to get... No, he's not even going to try to get tank guy. He's just going to go ahead and stick with the Hellions. 2 bunkers going down at the front, but man, doesn't have a lot of time here. Those bunkers aren't going to finish, are they? I mean, if the Hellions maybe got up behind him, they could try to pick off some of these Lings. 4 Hellions. He is going to try to get a Banshee for the defense against the Roaches here, which is a good call, but... I mean, if he holds this, he's in a great position. One Ravager. This is exactly the same as last time. And the Lings get in. The Lings get in. Oh, and they get into the main. Hellion is surrounded. Lings on the SCVs. Banshee shows up, but it's too little too late, I think. I mean, nothing could... I mean, eventually it wins the fight, but 18 SCVs have already died. Supply depots are going down. And shwall is just making this look broken. GG is called. That's a definite 2-0 there from shwall. The 19 drone. Speedling, slow roach all in. GG's. Woo! In the top left, our yellow Terran. It is character. And his opponent, representing all in, our Zerg player, it is Wizzer. Nice. Yeah, Mitchie, we got you next game. Our next series. I want to say do me to all of you. Don't worry, but we got a series of 2 of yours on deck here. I'm getting kind of hungry. Oh well. Okay, so hatch first. Sure. Barracks at home. Okay. Mountain Doomy. I am a fan of the Baja Blast. I won't lie. Baja Blast is pretty great. I got Taco Bell delivered like last week, and I love Taco Bell. It was like flat out the worst decision I ever made. It was so bad. Yeah, Wizard, you're on the big screen, my man. Having a little argument about wine, which is fine, which is good. It's normal. It's what you usually see. This match decides. All right. CC on the way. It's a Reaper expand. And this queen is getting made. Factory back at home for character. It's gonna take a second gas. Are we gonna see mech? This character gonna try to get a little mechy. I do feel like mech is really good against Terran. Or as Terran against Zerg, rather. Okay, kills a scout. But mech is not really that good against Terran. You know what I mean. I'm just talking. Okay, he's gonna get the creep tumor first. Or he's gonna try to. Has to take it a little bit further back so he doesn't lose it. But he's able to, you know, shake his fist very sternly at this Reaper, who heals himself up with the drugs. And Wizard's making roaches, guys, so... Does he have speed? He does not have speed. It's straight into roaches, man. Okay. The slow roaches marching across the map. What's character got to defend? He's making Hellions, the classic mistake every Terran has made against a roach all-in today. Thinking you can, like, harass and stuff. It's like, man, there's already boys heading over that way. Here's the bunker, but it's just a little bit too late. He's going to lose this SCV, and there's roaches behind this. He needs a tank, like, right now. Maybe some marauders. Oh, no. Oh, boy. And Wizard goes to work on the wall. SCVs are pulled to repair. He's going to pick off the SCVs with the roaches. Hellions don't really do any damage to roaches. Okay, good Sim City here by character, trying to delay this as much as he possibly can. Banshee with Cloak on the way. Another Hellion. But this might just be a little bit too much. Third base also coming up for Wizzer. And he's killing SCVs. 11 have gone down already. Banshee shows up. And of course, the Banshee does eventually win this fight. But it's 40 workers to 11. Yeah, Shitty did a 19 drone roach all in both games. Twice in a row. Yeah, so 37 workers to 12. Character takes a pretty big hit. Now, his CC did survive, but Wizzer also expanded behind that, and he's got spores. Good reactive play there, and seeing the Banshee knowing that Cloak could be a thing. And Wizzer's up to 48 workers. Yeah. This hatchery is almost done mutating. There's the Cloak, but man, there's just no dice here. 2 Evo Chambers. And I don't think he's gonna get a single drone. Okay, he gets a drone. He got 2 drones. 2 drones for a Banshee. Hellions come in. Gonna head over to the third base. And he's gonna try to barbecue some of these drones. 4 drones fallen, 5. And he gets out of there without losing a single one. Okay. Here's the problem. It's 57 workers to 20. Spire is going to be the choice here from Wizzer. He's also got the Banes coming up. +1 melee, +1 armor. And these Hellions want to try to get a little more damage done. It's right on the edge of the creep here. Mainling speed is started up for our Zerg player. And just to try to get back into the game, a 3rd CC, because he really needs to macro his heart out. What's going on? Okay, he's got another Cloak Banshee. It gets 6 kills, dies to a spore. And Wizzer's working his way up to a Muta Ling Bane combo. He's got mobile detection. This Queen sees what's going on here. He's gonna get a surround with the Lings on the Hellions that don't move at all, and he gets a complete surround. Denied. Does this creep tumor stop a hatchery from being built here? We might find out. Okay, we're seeing some air upgrades. We're seeing Bane speed. And we're seeing 2-2 getting started up. Character's got a 3rd base, but man. That is 46 Lings, or at least it was before he started making Banes. Character's making turrets. It's got a Thor. That's really great against the Mutas for sure. Oh, it didn't block it. Okay, nice. I do that all the time too, man. But it didn't do it. Like, you pulled it off. It's all good. Creep is spreading across the map here. Wizzer's in a pretty good spot. 127 supply to 72. I mean, character basically needs a miracle to stop this. He's getting blue flame. He's getting a battle cruiser. Which is good, but it might be too little too late. I mean, Thor VC is a pretty crazy expensive combination to do when you have this little economy. I mean, it's good, but getting there is a whole thing, right? So character must have seen the Spire. Yeah, he did. Hence the missile turrets. And we're going to fly this CC out to the third base location. Wizzer, meanwhile, is just cleaning up the attack paths in the middle of the map. Wants it nice and open. And there's 104 lings on the field right now. And here we go. Oh my god. Okay, he's going to go down to the third. Forces the liftoff. These turrets do nothing and die. Wizard says, yep. Good. I'll leave you alone now. Takes a fifth base in the top right position. Character's like, okay, coast is clear, I guess. I mean, he's got a couple Hellbats here. And he's making more factories. Really trying to make it happen here. Character well aware of how dire this is looking. 126 army supply to 60. Let's look at the upgrades. Yeah, 2-2 is done for Zerg. 3-3 on the way. Plus Adrenal. But Wizards is taking his time. Playing with his food, if you will. Let's get these guys over here. What? I don't know what's happening there. Corruptors are now mixed in with this army. There's a lot of blue flame Hellbats out here that just love killing lings. And Wizard is not going to engage that? No, he says screw it. Let's do it anyway. Corruptors on top of the BC. Lings, Banes flanking around behind. Get us around. Kill everything. And there's no wall. Thors against Lings. Not what you want to see. Banes connecting with SCVs. And yeah. That Thor goes down. So many lings. And character is dead. GG is called and Wizard's gonna take it. GG. Okay, guys, we're gonna head into game 2. And where are we going? We're going to Pillars of Gold. Let's get it. Let's do it. Let us go. Down a map in this best of 3 here in the bottom left-hand corner. It's our yellow Terran player character. And the man who makes 100 Zerglings from Team All In the top right, our Zerg player, it is Wizard. I wouldn't mind seeing something a little crazier out of character this game. Like maybe like a little proxy starport action. A little something. We'll see what he's got in store for Wizard this time. hatch first out of the Zerg. Are we going to see another Reaper expand out of character? Or maybe a proxy rack. So what's going to happen here? Either way, he's going to get spotted. Yeah, he's just coming in for a scout. I feel like this barracks is taking forever to build, but maybe that's just me? There's the Reaper. And there's the CC. Reaper expanded is. Character sticking to his guns here. No worker smooch this game. Sad. Everyone's going to come in, get the glance, the info he wants, and get up to the pillar. Nice. Factory on the way. Will we see more mech play? Playing out bio against Zerg is gutsy, but rewarding when it works, crushing when it doesn't. Ling speed coming up for Wiz. Not gonna lie, feeling a bit shaky right now. Hope this first game gets it out of my system. This was labeled as game 2, but maybe it's not. Bunker at the front. Reaper just sort of hanging. It's gonna see the third base go down. If this might actually be game 1, I'm not positive. But no big deal. It's fine. It's either that or I fucked it up somehow. That's also possible. So speed's gonna finish up here. Yeah, it's fine. This Reaper's just hanging. Doing the little boot scoot dance move. Oh, you see that? Put his hands in the air like he just didn't care. Fully stocked bunker at the front. Wall is starting to come up here. So what are we going to see out of Wizzer? He's droning like crazy. And the creep is starting to spread. Third base is done. We got a mine drop coming out of character with a Liberator follow-up. Nice. Where's the Reaper? Does he still have it? That Reaper died somehow, and I don't really know how. God damn it, Flapjack. I labeled it correctly. Well, you know, fuck my life then. I screwed up. Sorry. It's okay, guys. It'll be fine. Talking about being shaky and talking about which wine is the best. Okay, so let's see if this mine drop can get anything done. There is a spore here. Mines go down. Gets 4 drones. Gets 8 drones. Gets all 3 mines out of there alive. Nicely done by character. And now, of course, this creates a situation where Zerg is like, do I need to go to air? Like, how am I going to get rid of this? It's always a little scary. Bane speed's going to be the call here from Wiz. 1-1 on the way. Meanwhile, character's got a marine tank army coming up, and he's building barracks. Third base is done. More tanks. Gonna get eBay for ups. And loses the medevac. Oh, but gets 7 more workers. Yeah, widow mines, they're painful. Okay, so he's able to clean up the mines. But character nudging out a slight worker advantage there for about 5 seconds. One is about halfway done. We're also gonna get upgrades here from the Terran. More barracks, all the barracks. Total of 5 here. Gonna start getting into gas. Third base is gonna go land. Bane speed's about to finish up for Wiz. Of course, Wizzer has eyes on this. Sees the tanks, sees the Marines. And therefore, getting Bane speed's a great idea. I stopped playing Zerg just because of this mine meta. Roach Ravager all in every game and you're good against mines. True. Okay, we got a bio drop. Hope Flapjack doesn't cast me in characters game. It could happen. But I gotta get one in from Michitami Poo Poo as well. What time is it? It's 11:20. All right. I probably can get a couple more series in. We already got started, so. Alright, it's gonna take out this Overlord. This Queen's getting a little far off creep. Does he have Stim? Stim is not done. So not having Stim actually makes this kind of rough for character. I mean, he's up in supply right now. He's got an army supply edge. Down in upgrades, though. Alright, character's gonna drop in with this bio. And he gets a couple drones. Oh! Bit of a shift queue problem there, but he's able to get half the boys out. And just abusing this dead airspace, which is good. Good moves. Scan for the 4th base, sees it. Wizzer has 64 lings, pretty standard. Widow Mines also tilt me, man. They're a very, very, very strong unit. When Terrans don't use Widow Mines, I'm like, why aren't you using the Widow Mines? Is he gonna get this Queen? Gets the Queen. Medevac not doing his job there 100%, but also he had to clean up some lings here in the middle. This is decently close. Character 71 army supply to Wizzer's 40. And Wizzer's getting some Hydras. Is this gonna go into Lurkers? Is that the plan? Don't see a Lurker den just yet. Character is now making himself seen on the creep over here on the left-hand side. Yeah, when Terran doesn't use Widow Mines, I'm like, well, why wouldn't you do that? This is such a good unit. They're cheap. They're annoying. With the armory, they're like, you know, undetectable. Or you know what I mean? They're like hidden. It's ridiculous. A lot of bio here from character. How's Wizzer gonna respond to this? Tanks are inching forward. They want to siege up, and they will be allowed to. Wizzer's got to react. Keeping a couple Marines behind to guard that, and I think that's a good call. Stim is done. And here comes the army of Wizzer, and he crushes it. Okay. Yep, that's the thing about mines. You don't know, like if you don't see it on the minimap, you won't know it's happening until you get the audio alert that all your shit is now dead. Character now on the defense. He's got a little bit of bio, but not a lot. 5 medevacs for about as many Marines. Bane's rolling through, connecting with mules, connecting with SCVs. There's Hydras here to back this up. Okay, good positioning there in the bio. Keep some things alive for a little bit longer. 77 workers to 59. And Wizzer looking strong. Medevac's load up and get out of there. This tank, though, putting in work. 24 kills just by itself. But he's going to lose the third base. More lings are streaming in. Front door is open. 2 tanks here, though. More Banes morphing right in his face. So Wizzer retreats. But he did do the damage he needed to do. 76 workers to 52. And Wizzer's also up a set of upgrades. Which kind of means that the ball is in character's court here. He has to make something happen. And what's that something going to be? It's going to be loading up a bunch of medevacs. 5 of them. And I think he's going to try to target this 3 o'clock position base. We got tanks, we got marauders, we got Marines. No overlords here to see this just yet. But... so does he drop here? Nope. Goes for the main. Lurker Den is done. Tanks are sieging up literally right inside the main base. Widowmine's going down. Big mine shot takes out a lot of the lings. Good positioning here with the tanks. There's just a lot of Zerg coming back home to try to fight this. Hydras get the full medevac. 9 drones go down. And Wizard's like, okay, you want to play like that? I'm just going to go raid you at home. And he has enough infrastructure. I mean, he's got this entire side of the map. Widowmine's burrow. Big mine shots. Good defense for character here. However, these Marines are at risk of getting surrounded. He's going to move into the mineral line, try to keep that from happening. There's no door here. And he's trying to focus fire down the Thanes, but they connect. At the same time, he does do a drop of the main. He gets a little bit of damage done. Adrenal is on the way, and he's got Mutas picking off the medevacs. So these medevacs are dead, no matter what. Well, unless he doesn't attack them. Yeah, he's going to get them. Ouch. GG, well played is called, and Wizzer takes the series 2-0 over character. Good games. All right. In the top left corner, our yellow Protoss, it is Tortle with the Carbot Zealot. I like that. And his opponent, who subbed to the channel and then gifted subs, my man, is Schlong McGee. With the Guns and Roaches clan. Which is beautiful. Low ground pylon to start. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a hatch first out of Schlong. Gateway starts the wall up for Tortle. Oh yeah, it is scary. Send the good healing vibes to my buddy William. Tortle's gonna get a scout here. Yeah, I was asking, I was like, should I, like, can I come up? And they're like, they won't even let you inside the hospital because COVID. Pretty standard openings so far from both players. Pro derps out, rubs his face against the wall like a kitty there, and then continues scouting. He's going to see the spawning pool here. Cybercore with the 1 hex gap in the wall. Perfect. What is this rally point? What is this rally point? Okay. Ling's coming out. Ling speed started up for Schlong McGee. Schlong is still on 16 workers. He pulled out of the gas as well. So this is a Ling flood for sure. Doesn't even care about the probe. He's just going to move across the map. Adept queued up. Shield battery on the way. And the probe to hold the wall. Smart moves. Overlord just staring down the production of Tortle here. 4 more Lings in production. Queen and Ling speed's about halfway there. Yes, you can too, building wall and Death Aura. It's a little bit skinnier. This Overlord's fearless. Okay, good blocks here. Keeping these Lings out. And Schlong knows it. Has to step back for a second. I miss Eternal Empire. I miss that map. I liked that map. Shield battery is going to be very valuable here. Okay, so it's going to attack the core instead. But there's 2 adepts, and this is just going to kill all these Lings. Yeah. I keep forgetting to turn off my Discord. Sorry. Anyway. 10 Lings died to that, and not a whole lot happened. I think the probe even survived. Okay, his speed is done now. He wants the cybernetics core. There's a second shield battery on the way. There's too many adepts here. You just can't fight this without getting us around. 3rd base from Schlong. And he's going to start droning again. Rally points are still aggressively pushed out to, like, right here. Roach Warren's going to be the call from Schlong McGee. And it's a Stargate with a Twilight behind it from Tortle and a Robo. All the tech. He's like, tech tree? This is more of just a tech bush. It's just one big thing. So he's got a Void Ray. And if he would move out with it, he could probably get this a couple of these Overlords that he saw earlier. A lot of Adepts. Is this going to be Glaive time? No, it's going to be Charge is the call. Yes, a Grove of Tech. He's going to get this next Overlord, which will supply block Schlong. Oh, he just misses it. Just misses it. It's like, where'd that Overlord go? I know you had one. Adepts are going to move across the map. Queen in production. More drones. A Warp Prism from Tortle. This means he wants to get aggressive with this. What's the gateway count? He's only got 2 gates, but he's slapping down 2 more here and a 3rd here. He's going to go up to 5 gates off of this. The Adepts are over here. Speedlings coming across. They're going to meet these Adepts. This Adept gets surrounded and killed by the Lings. Okay. Lot of gateways here. Prism is done. Void Ray still sharking around. Okay. Void Ray's gonna just hang out here by the ramp. See anything that's moving out. Roach is not the greatest tech against someone with a Stargate. But Schlong also really isn't making roaches. He's going to take 2 more gases. He's going to get more drones. And he's going to go ahead and try to get a layer going. Queen's trying to defend against this. Possibly F2 these guys back. I'm not totally sure. If it was me, that's what would have happened. And so these Lings are now back at home. So many gateways, and he's chronoing them too. And here's the problem. There's a lot of charge lots about to descend on this base. Now, there are 5 queens here. That's a healthy amount of queens. Some of them have energy for transfuse, some don't. And here come the charge lots. Good transfuses. But he loses the first queen. And this is where you really kind of want those roaches, but they're not here. He's building them now. He's got 15 roaches in production and a hydrant behind it, but he's losing drones. Third base under attack. He's going to lose this overlord as well. And the prism is warping in archons behind this. Did he do DT tech or did he do regular? Yeah, it's Templar archives. Cool, cool, cool. So now he's got these really tanky archons out in front. I mean, roaches do a pretty good job against charge lots, but with archons behind it, it kind of changes the story. And the roaches die. GG's called, man. Tortle's gonna take it just like that. GG, well played. Ooh. That's the thing. You just why pick a tech if you can just have all of the techs? Do I want a second caster? Sure. You wanna hop in? I can set that up in the break after this series is done. Because I gotta like capture you in Discord and all that stuff. But I'm down if you are. How many more matches? Let me take a quick look. Let me look real quick. How many more of these am I gonna do? I got... Okay, so we got Schlong versus Tortle, which is what we're doing right now. We also have Schlong versus Ko and Schlong versus Urix OP. We also have Tortle versus Ko, Tortle versus Urix OP. And then, I mean, there's more. There's more after that still, too. It's a lot of games. What else do I also have? I have Wizzer versus Clips, Wizzer versus Super Square. So there are quite a few more. Let's get through this series, and then... Yeah, I could probably do a couple more. Let's get through this series, and then we'll set that up. Game 2 is going to be on Lightshade. Let's go. Bottom right-hand corner. He's a Protoss. He's yellow. He's got the carbide animation thing. It's Tortle. And his opponent in the top left, our Zerg player representing Guns and Roaches, it is Schlong McGee. Hatch first out of Schlong. I was like, oh, are we going to see cannons? We're not, though. It's a gateway. I guess he could still slap down a forge if he really wanted to. But I don't think that's going to be the call here. Nice. He's going to block this pool for a little bit. Couple seconds delay, not bad. Fearlessly running through the drone line too. I like it. Nexus gonna go down here at home for our Protoss player Tortle. And Schlong. Okay, he is building some drones. It's like, his production scene, he's a little behind on workers here. He's got larva to spend, but he's not spending it. So what's going on? What's the deal here? What's he trying to do? Okay, he's building 10 lings. He wants to end the game early is what's happening. Once again, with the rally points all the way across the map. Core's going to finish up, so he's going to need to slap down another gateway here as soon as he... Okay, so he sees this moving out. And what's the response? He definitely saw that. Okay, so probe's going to come down. I would imagine, yeah, he's going to wall off. He's going to get a shield battery. Very good. And he's going to move up to the third. Oh, okay. Adept pops just in time. Probe was mineral walking, and now it's... okay. Oh! The lings get in. The lings get in. No! Every Protoss's nightmare. Shield battery. Shield battery. Heal the pylon! Loses the pylon. Adept does not make it out, man. 12 more lings on the way. Speed is almost done. Frick. Tortle is in a bad spot. He's going to build a Stargate? I mean, okay, that makes sense, but... Okay, he's panicking a little bit. Understandable. Yikes. 6 more lings coming across. And probes are now trying to fight these lings. There is an adept here still. But he only has shields. He's going to get surrounded and taken out. He's going to try to wall off, but he can't make it happen. The lings are in. GG is called. And that means that we have a game 3, because that ties up the series 1-1. GG. Looks like he wants to cheese the cheese race. I don't know how I feel about that statement. Game 3 is going to be on Oxide, y'all. And we're going to hop into it here in just a sec. Protoss and Diamond is full of unreliable bouncers. Yeah. Yeah, how many PVZs have we watched where it's just the lings slip through? Like, he was trying to control that adept. He had it on hold position at first. Then he was trying to get his probe out of the way, but instead of mineral walking, he move commanded them just a hair, and that was enough to let the lings slip through, and that's the game right there. So, GG. Yeah, so Oxide. Game 3. Tortle versus Schlong McGee. Top right. The tied up series. We're looking at the main base of Tortle. And over here, it's the main base of my main man from Guns N' Roaches, Schlong McGee. Nice. Good observing. Always hype when we get a game 3. Both players a little bit on edge. No one has really any breathing room here. You got to play perfect. You got to win this game. So, what's the strat? Schlong kind of cheesed his... I mean, he was going for heavy ling pressure both games. Didn't work in game 1. Killed it in game 2. Ooh, just misses the hatch block there. That could have been annoying. It's going to be a gateway back at home. No cannons. And it's a hatch gas pool out of Schlong. Now, he's building more drones this game, so maybe not as entirely all in as we were seeing before. Wouldn't mind seeing a little late game. Not a lot of these tournament games have gone to the late game really at all. Haven't seen any Vipers, haven't seen any carriers. I guess we did see some BCs in one of characters' matches. But generally speaking, all these tournament matches have been decided in the early or mid game. Nothing has really made it past 15 minutes. All right. Only one guy in gas here. The rally points. Oh, okay. I was going to say, are you doing this again? But no, he's rallying out to his ramp. Adept's going to be the call, and a Stargate right off the bat. Yeah, BC, and the BC was an opener. I know it wasn't like late game. I'm just saying, like, as a unit, it's like it could be a late game unit. Guys, you know, I'm just one guy. Could you imagine, like, waking up and putting on this outfit? No, you're wrong. Fuck you, streamer. All right, fair enough. Third base coming in. And what's the deal with this Stargate? What's the plan here? Is he going to mass up them Void Rays? He sure wants a Void Ray. Schlong is fearless with these Overlord Scouts, and I kind of love it. Okay, Tortle wants to get a scout of his own. He is going to spot this third hatch. I just now started to learn how to use ghosts. I just think of EMP as Storm, but for Terran. And in TVP, dude, ghosts are so good. They're so good, it's crazy. It's like, oh, you just lost like 1,000 hit points worth of shields. Like that. It's amazing. Alright, so Void Ray is going to start sharking around as it did in the last game, picking off the Ovies. Twilight Council's on the way. Meanwhile, we got our lair tech on the way here for Schlong McGee. What's he going to do with that Twilight? Okay, he's getting a Robo as well. Tortle likes having all of the tech options available. And I feel like this is it's the tech push again. I feel like it's a strength and a weakness because it, you know, it keeps you from getting out more units of something that maybe you have upgrades for or something like that. Oh, this wall. Okay, no, this guy's blocking the wall. He's going to tickle these lings with his little P-ray. Lings take a dive, see an adept, see a shield battery, and die. Yep. Yeah, the thing about this wall, I mean, like, the battery helps, right? But, like, this pylon in the wall is, Yep. Burrow was being researched, but he canceled it. I would love to see, like, a tunneling claws play. That would be super cool. Don't think that's in the works for this. 4 more gateways coming up. And he's getting charged. He's going to Templar Archives as well. Now, he did not tech the Storm last game, but instead just used the Archons along with the charge lots, which I think is what we might be seeing here again. Back in wings. I figured out how to get a really high win rate in TVZ. All I did was took my third tech to layer drone and got upgrades all at the same time. Makes sense. Wings was a different game. I was also, I think, in Silver League all through Wings of Liberty. Alright, so Tortle's over here, and he's warping in charge lots, man. How many roaches do we have to try to counter this? Okay, at the same time, Void Ray poking around the third base. A lot of charge lots here, but there's a decent amount of stuff here for Schlong as well. Queens are able to knock that away, and here come the charge lots. Once again, attacking Queens. This is the exact same fight we saw before. Good transfuse. Banes makes some good connections on the charge lots, and he's got enough roaches to hold this, I think. Void Ray trying to poke in, trying to get something done. Don't lose this Void Ray. Loses the Void Ray. And I think Schlong is literally going to aim move across the map here. Another Void Ray trying to come in. It's going to be high Templar, so he's going to probably morph Archons with this, right? Ooh, you don't really want to do that. Does he have Storm coming? No. Does not. And the roaches are at his front door. Oh, had a chance there to maybe even kill that Archon before it was completely healed. And now he's got a shield battery overcharge on Archon, which is great. And he's going to have to step back. Schlong has to step back here. Well, unless he chases you like this, then you could maybe try to get some damage done. But it looks like he's okay with just retreating. And so that was a bit of a back and forth. Protoss pushes, gets held. Zerg counter pushes and gets held. He's still attacking the rocks. His charge lots are killing his roaches. Okay. There's not a whole lot of Protoss there. But he's still droning. Okay, there's 6 more roaches coming up now. What's the play here, Tortle? 52 to 50 workers. Game is pretty even. 10 supply in favor of the Zerg, but he is building roaches as well. It bloats the supply quite a bit. Getting this, okay. I don't know if he can take this fight on creep. He also doesn't have an observer to like clear up this creep at all. And I think Tortle realizes it, and he's like, okay, let me try to make some more units real fast. Same time, 20 more lings coming in, plus some upgrades, and Hydra from Schlong McGee. Then morph a couple more Banes as well. Really good against those charge lots, of course. And okay. Banes connect. Charge lots trying to kite back towards the Archons. Good micro there, and then the Banes are wasted on the Archons. Not bad for Tortle, but there's just a lot of Zerg here. And the Hydras are going to make quick work of that Void Ray. Void Rays can't fight Hydras at all. Not able to get the Prism. He doesn't really have the Hydra upgrades done just yet. Third base on the way for Tortle. Pretty late, all things considered. Yeah, he definitely needs Storm. I would agree. You can try to micro these charge lots, man, but they just don't. They don't do enough damage to roaches. Yeah, he's got to get out of there, and this base is sacked. Okay, okay. A lot of more lings coming across the map here to join up with the main army. And Schlong McGee is on the warpath here. I mean, this is for the series. It's all tied up. Okay, using that shield battery to his advantage. Wouldn't mind seeing him morph some Banes here. Yeah, Storm would be very, very good against both Hydras. I mean, against Hydras, against Lings, against Banes. Roaches, too. Okay, Schlong is going to expand behind this, so not completely 100% committing. Okay, Storm's finally queued up here for our Protoss player, but it's a long ways out, and the army is here at your front door. Let's see how this goes. I mean, there's charge lots, there's Void Rays. Hydra's derping around a little bit, not able to get quite into range. The Immoral goes down. Battery overcharge is used, but this attack here is just barely out of range of that. And Zealot's dying to roaches. Even with the overcharge, it's just too much DPS. Now an Immortal's out though, and that helps, but you're gonna need some amazing Prism Micro, which actually that was pretty good there from Tortle to make this happen. GG is called, and Schlong takes the series 2-1. GG. Well played. Nice. The top left, our teal Zerg player, we have Ko. And in the bottom right, our yellow Zerg player, Schlong McGee. ZVZ action. Our first ZVZ of the night. Bio is much harder to deal with as Zerg if the bio player knows what they're doing. Yeah. Mech feels really strong against Zerg, but it's also like kind of, I think, what you might predict that they do if you're not like totally sure. I don't know. I don't play Zerg enough, so maybe I don't actually know. Let's see what the deal is here. So Schlong It's taking a pool before expanding, whereas Ko is doing a hatch gas pool opener, it looks like. Okay. Slightly different timings here. Ko getting a bit of a later pool. Schlong getting a bit of a later gas. What's going on here? I always thought that this is one of the coolest animations that's in the game. Is this guy who swims around in the hatcheries while they're building? I always thought that was creepy and cool. Six lings on the way from Schlong. He wants to put pressure on. Pool's not quite yet done here for Ko, so his response is going to be pretty important as to how he's going to deal with this, as the lings are coming across the map now. Ling speed is queued up for Ko. He's also making 8 lings and 2 queens right now, so most of these, actually all of them, will have popped before this gets there. He also saw the move out, so Ko is in a decent spot here to hold this. Let's see how it goes. The lings do the dance of death. There's more teal lings than there are yellow lings, and Schlong's got to get out of there. Loses a couple lings in the process. Okay, so it's going to be Banes from Schlong McGee. Will Ko predict this and go into roaches instead? Hard to say. He's getting a second gas. And he's going to push away the last couple lings that are hanging out. Speed's about to finish up for Ko. Two Evos making a wall here with the queens. And Bane's morphing for Schlong McGee. So, if he gets a good Bane hit, I mean, this could be really rough, but he's got to get in there first, and there is quite a bit standing in the way of that happening. More Bane's morphing. He wants to pull these queens out, but they're not having it. Banes against queens are not ideal. Ooh, he traps the one queen, gets it. And he's chewing through the next. Now, there's a lot of lings back here, but there's a couple Banes. If that queen falls, and it does, this is all about the micro here from both sides. I mean, he's got the... okay. See, but now there's already roaches out. And I think Ko's going to hold this. Yep. Okay, so now what? Schlong says more lings. He rides across the map. He's also getting a third base. Actually, his third base is pretty much done. And roaches make the wall. Nice. So nothing gets in. Oop, oop, oop. Okay. Good positioning here by Ko. Good defense. Schlong once in. Let my Schlong in. He screamed. And it doesn't happen, and a lot of lings die. 44 of them, to be exact. +1 missile weapons on the way from Schlong McGee. No upgrades yet from Ko. He is going to go into layer tech. All right. Ko sees what's happening with this Overlord. Nice placement. And so now what? Another queen. He did lose those queens earlier. That's true. So that kind of messed up his macro probably a little bit. Worker count is pretty close to even. 3 in favor of Schlong McGee. Oh. Oh. A Nidus worm. Alright. Well, that could be deadly. Let's just, let's see. I mean, there's a lot of potential spots. It would be cool if there was, like, another Overlord over here. So you could, like, kind of leapfrog them into the main. But we'll see how he ends up playing that. It looks like he is moving Overlords into position for that. He's also going to try to get his missile upgrades coming as well. Schlong has transitioned into roaches here and is up by about 10 supply. Okay, Nidus worm goes down. Does Schlong see it? I think he might see it. Ah! No! Runs right past it. Runs right past it. And now Ko is on the offense here. Ling has come back, try to defend, but the roaches, there's just a couple too many of them. He might be able to take out the Nidus worm itself, which is useful. But, I mean, he can definitely just throw down another one, right? There's also a Spire back here. Not sure. There's too many roaches from Schlong for you to continue fighting this. Schlong also has the upgrade advantage right now, and so he wins this fight handily, easily. And only, yeah, I don't know. That seemed like it was gonna be really, really good. Oh no, Ko. Get these roaches out of here. Okay, he's gonna fall back. Schlong morphs a single Ravager. Third base is now popping up for Ko. 61 workers to 45 though. Ko definitely on the back foot here. Needs these upgrades. Really, like, yeah, pushing before the upgrade was done might have. I mean, it's a strong choice. It's like, do I hit this timing window or do I want these upgrades? Is the upgrade the timing window? Hard to say. Jury's out on that one. A lot of roaches coming over for Guns N' Roses Schlong McGee over here. But there's mutas, but here's the thing. It takes a long time for mutas to kill those roaches. But it's still... I mean, I think Ko is going to hold this, but not super easily. He does have his +1 done now. Yeah, like the mutas just sort of like, they get it done, it just takes a long time. He's gonna lose the third base. And that hurts a lot. Fourth base is down for Schlong back home. So he is continuing the macro behind this. And he's making Hydras. Hydra's a good foil to Muta if you can make them take a straight up fight. Mutas, of course, can, you know, fly over here and then you can't attack them. It can get really annoying. So Hydras are not like the end-all be-all counter to this. Mutas of your own, Corruptors, Vipers, stuff like that, and also just Spores, right? Spores do extra damage to biological, and of course, as a third unit, Mutas are biological. And he does. He gets a couple Spores. Okay. Another Nidus Worm's here, and he's going to fly in. Trying to pick off this base, but there's a lot of Ling Hydra here to defend. Gets Spore Crawler and is forced to retreat. He also has double expanding behind this. Try to catch back up on the micro, or the macro rather. +2 weapons is done for Schlong McGee. 1-1 is done for Ko. Pretty even, I would say. Muta's moving across the middle. Ling's running by to harass these drones over here. And he's going to get at least a couple. Muta's come back and then... Oh, alright. These Mutas want to harass. I think they are going to continue across the map. Bane speed is done. And this is scary for Schlong. Mutas eat a couple shots from that Spore Crawler. And there's just so many queens here. GG is called, and Schlong McGee takes game 1. Good game, well played, sir. Game 2 coming up right about now. We're heading over to Lightshade to continue out this ZVZ series. Let's see what we got. Down a map. In the top left, our Teal Zerg player, it is Ko. And in the bottom right, our boy Schlong McGee, also known as Mitchy Poo Poo, also known as, what was your name on chess? It's like Mashy69. This guy's got a lot of creative names, and I like it. Okay, a 14 hatch goes down. That is crazy early. But, okay, so I've been doing this in ZVZ sometimes. If I want to do a roach all-in on 2 base, I will take this at 14. Just so I get enough creep up here that I can wall off with Roach Warren and 2 Evos. And then you just slam the upgrade and Roach button. And it works sometimes. Mushashi. Mushashi69. $6.99. Excuse me. That was a good game of chess earlier. We should do that again. That was fun. Also, if any of you guys play chess and you want to play me on chess.com, I'm on there. I'm Flip a Flapjack. I'm so bad, but it's really fun. So let's play. Alright, alright. Are you going to build a spine crawler? Are you going to build a spore crawler? I think this was supposed to be a spine. I don't know that, but I think that's probably what's up. 6 lings coming out from Ko. Both players getting ling speed. All right. Gets the cancel. Gets out of there. It was supposed to be a spore? Fair enough. Schlong McGee has some of the most interesting strats I've seen in a while. Hell yeah. I think the best part about this whole, if they open standard, kills the Overlord. Really? That is next level, my friend. I never would have thought of that. That is big brain. Both players making lings. And Ko picks off the queen. Nice. It has to get out of there. True. But yeah, building a spore to kill the Overlord, that is honestly amazing, dude. Respect. Okay, so Ko's going to get perhaps a better engagement here. He's got more stuff, and his speed finished sooner. So good engagement there by Ko. And now he's chasing our boy Schlong McGee back across the map. Ko's making drones, Schlong is making lings. Not the greatest fight to take there for Teal, but he is still up a significant amount of workers here. Okay. So Schlong's going to retreat back to where he's got queens, he's got creep, and, you know, more units. Ko senses that and backs off. Oh, is that the inanimate carbon rod that saves the day in the Simpsons episode where Homer goes to space? I think that's what that is. What was the map that had like the big, like, kind of like demon-looking thing? It was like you spawn on both sides, and it was like in the center in like the dead airspace. I forget what map that was. Okay, little Ling run by here. Nothing too crazy. I don't think you're gonna get that queen. No, he's not. Schlong just has too much stuff. And a good hold there. So many Lings. But Ko has Banes. And this could be a foil to this Ling flood that's about to happen here. Do the Banes connect? Ooh, loses that queen. Banes are here. They get okay connections. Schlong still has a decent amount of Lings here, though. And now that he's morphing more Banes, it's even weaker. Yeah, he's going to lose all of that. Ooh! Ooh! Is this going to be another 2-0? Just barely not enough here to finish the game for Schlong McGee. Ko holds on. And he's going to transfer some workers down. Did lose 4 drones there. 25 workers from Schlong to 36 for Ko. So Ko's in a decent spot if he can hold on. More Lings, though, coming across the map. More Banes for Ko. Neither player transitioning into roaches. No wall from Ko. And Schlong's got Banes of his own. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Yeah. Not bad from Ko. Good defense there. Good defense. Neither player building any workers. Ko's going to try to get a Roach Warren up. He's got 2 Evos. Starting to get this wall looking good. Bane runs out. Gets a little bit of damage on 3 of his opponent's Banes. Okay. Schlong gets a bit of a run by here. Queen wedged in the mineral line there to reduce surface area. Good defense. And Ko is holding on. I mean, yeah, nice. Still quite a few Lings back here. He's going to morph a lot of Banes. Roaches are an option for Ko, but he has opted to get more Lings. And here we go. Oh, a bit of a move command there, and then, ooh! Moves into Lings. Now his Lings get surrounded. And this is scary. Seven drones go down to those 2 Banes. Very nice from Schlong McGee. That just evened up the worker count. It's an even game now. More Lings running by. Where are the roaches? Ko needs some roaches here. Okay, his queen stays alive. Nice. Building's a little bruised to the front. More Banes. He's just going to run right for the drone line. Queen does a good job on defense there. Only loses 2 drones. Worker count tied up at 32 apiece. Going to layer tech back here. He also has his own Roach Warren. He's getting upgrades. Third base for Ko. Third base is already done from Schlong. And another counterattack. Nice. Gets us around that Roach, pulls the rest of the boys off. And Ko's going to be slightly ahead on upgrades if they finish. He's going to get out of there. Both players have a third base, neither of them using it to make workers. Building drones could equal death at this point. There's a couple roaches back here to help protect this. Yeah, there's definitely enough. And not able to get any drone kills that time. Roaches show up at the front door. Ko says, hello, I have more roaches. And Schlong McGee is going to pull back just a little bit. Although he could get this queen. I mean, he sees it. He's not gonna dive on it. Okay. Now is he gonna dive on it? Now he's trying to kill your shit? Yeah, now he wants to dive on it. Roaches come up to defend at the top of the ramp. Lings get a decent surround. That queen is dead. +1 armor just kicked in for Schlong McGee. Not everything is in this fight though, and I think just the roach count here is in Ko's favor. 103 to supply to 83. And Ko looking strong. This 1-1's about to finish. And a very slow chase across the field here. More roaches from Schlong, trying to match those numbers. He's got some Ravengers popping, gonna use these corrosive biles to try to box this army away or get some extra damage if he does commit to a fight. Good concave here from Schlong. But Ko is, okay, the upgrades are actually even now too, and with this concave, I think Schlong McGee wins. Even with these reinforcement roaches coming in. Yeah, Ko has to, eats a little bit of that bile. He should back off, but he doesn't want to. And maybe he didn't have to, I mean... Oof, eats another bile. Schlong McGee getting the Ravengers out. Schlong's also going to have roach speed done sooner. Both players still making more roaches. 92 to 91 supply, tied up. Pretty even, they're both on 3 bases. Worker counts are pretty similar. Army counts are pretty similar. Schlong is winning in the workers killed tab. Those Ravengers just barely finished before those biles hit. Ko has a good concave here. Needs more units. He built drones like an insane person. And once again, chased away. Not the greatest place to take a fight when these rocks are squishing you, but Ko just moved commands into it anyway. And targets down the Ravengers. Good focus fire from our Teal Zerg. And all of a sudden, it seems to be swinging in his favor just a little bit. His Overlords are right here, just waiting to die. With some corrosive biles, Ko's not going to take that opportunity. Instead, going to head back home, try to regroup. Okay. Overlord speed is done for Ko. He's taking a peek at the main. Hydralisk Den is going to be the call from Schlong McGee. And here we go. Nidus Swarm again from our Teal Zerg. And it's full of Roach Ravenger. His third base could be in Trubs. +2 weapons on the way for Schlong McGee. He's building 4 Overlords at a time. Trying to get out of this supply block. Ko's up 15 supply. It's mostly in roaches. 4th base under pressure. But he can't quite finish the deal. But at the same time, the multi-prong attack coming up here to the 3rd base. And now he's killing drones. That's exactly what he needed. A bit of a counter flank here. Okay, no, he gets pushed away by Schlong. And yeah, Ko can just duck back into the worm and get out of there. Nicely done. Okay. So Schlong takes care of the first Nidus worm. 4th base is done. No fourth base yet for Ko, but he is building a nice worm right in this dude's face. Schlong thinks about going back to try to stop it. I don't know if 4 roaches kill this worm. Do they? I guess maybe they do. What do you know? And here we go. Schlong's on the offensive again, but he's going to get surrounded pretty quickly by these roaches. He kind of needs to pull back here. The concave is so good for Ko. Oh, yeah, that was just good positioning for my Teal Zerg. I think we're going to have a game 3 here, boys. I think we're going to see a game 3. $78 army to 38. Now, Schlong is about to have +2 done, and he has Hydra range as well. Doesn't really have enough Hydras, though, to make that beneficial. GG is called. And we're going to go to game 3. GG's. The Roach Wars. Unbelievable. So game 3 is on Romanticide, and we're going to hop into it right now. Let's check it out. Series tied up. It all comes down to this match. In the top left, our Teal Zerg, it is Ko. And in the bottom right, our Yellow Zerg player, Schlong McGee. Love saying that name, man. Does the Overlord Vapor color change depending on what color you are? It appears as such. I did not know that. They have a little pincher hand. Creepy. All right. Pool first from Schlong, indicating that he wants to be the aggressor in this matchup. Pool first also from Ko, just 1 drone later. He's also got a gas coming up. There's no gas here for Schlong. Immediately puts 3 in. And Mr. McGee is going to take his expansion here. Ko intends to follow suit. Playing just slightly more economically. Literally like 50 minerals, 1 drone. Now here's the thing, is Ko's going to have gas, and therefore he's going to have speed a lot faster than Schlong. So if this comes down to a Ling Flood, he could be in trubs. And once again, here come the Lings from Schlong McGee. What's the response on Ko's side of the map? He's got 2 Lings coming in. He's got 4 already built. Ling speed's on the way. Schlong just now has the gas. He's going to get the Ling speed as well. But he's going to stay in gas, it looks like. He's got 6 Lings here. If he can separate these two groups of Lings out, he wins. If they all fight at once, it's a toss-up. Yeah. Early pressure not entirely paying off here for Schlong McGee. It's also in danger of losing this Overlord, and he needs that supply. He is going to lose this Overlord, and he is going to lose that supply. But another one popped just as it died, so not a huge deal. Ling speed is now done for Ko. And he's got 8 lings. Schlong McGee has 14 in production, plus a band nest. And Ko wants to take the fight. Oop, sees the ling count, falls back. Speed is now done for Schlong McGee as well. And we're pretty much dead even here. Ooh. Ooh. Gets a couple lings, okay. And Schlong McGee comes on top in that fight. Third base is down. 6 Banes on the way. Wall's not quite done here for Ko. No wall at all from Schlong. Nice, Baneling connections. Ooh, and the queen goes down as well. Schlong taking the fight to his opponent here. Roachwarren on the way, but I mean, the wall's not done. How's this gonna work? He's nibbling at the Evo chambers. He's got Banes coming in here. And Ko trying his best to hold here. Really needs these roaches. It's gonna get too queued up. Okay. Ko holds. Wow. That was looking really scary there for a second. Now, again, so Schlong has more larva, and since he has his third base done, which is pretty significant. Yeah, and he's just now starting to build a Roachwarren, whereas Ko's Roachwarren is already done. I think both players are still on hatch tech, right? Yeah, both players still on hatch tech. Ko with a bit of a counterattack here, nibbling away at the hatchery, is pushed back by the lings of Schlong. And so now what? Ranged weapon upgrades. Or what is that? Missile attacks. On the way for Ko. Still on 2 bases. Schlong is going to confirm that there is no third here. And he's going up into layer tech as well. So really what happens here is if Ko is unable to take and secure a third, so he is going to take it now, is that Schlong can just outproduce him. Upgrades be damned. You know, it doesn't matter if there's twice as many. Roaches make it back in time to wall. That's really clutch for Ko. But this third base is exposed, and he knows it, so he can't really stay in the wall like he wants to. Lings are starting to trickle in. But Roach's too strong, too chonky. Too chonky. And the third base survived so far. All right. More pressure from Schlong McGee. He's up by about 15 supply. Roaches come back trying to stop this. And I think it'll be just enough. The hatchery will not fall. Roaches hugging the wall here from Schlong. No roach speed yet. 8 more roaches coming in for Ko. Schlong McGee, a steady 420 average APM. Another fight. Banes hit the roaches. The roaches just kind of laugh about it. And it looks like we got more speedlings trickling across. So schlong is about ready to put the herd on here. It's 56 army to 52. Ko has the +1 missile attacks upgrade completed. And he also just finished Overlord speed. So I think he's able to defend this. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say what the best move would be here if you're schlong. Send the lings in one way and the roaches the other way. I mean, you could just lose two fights there. Looks like for now, he's just going to head back home. 42 workers to 44. 113 army supply and 96 Ko. A little bit behind here. Nothing in the wall. Lings are getting in. This is trouble. This is trubs. This is big, big trubs. And he splits them up into all 3 bases. That queen's gonna die. Those drones are gonna die. 7, 8, 9, 10 drones going down. 50. Oh man, this is a great move by schlong. Splitting up into all 3 bases. I mean, those lings were expendable, but 23 drones go down. Ko has an impressive amount of roaches here. More than schlong does, but yeah, I guess what do you do? I mean, I would just move across the map with that. A Nidus Worm again? What a maniac. Okay, let's Nidus Worm again. So it's going to pop just out of vision, I think, of this Overlord. Well, either way, he knows something's going on. A lot of roaches. The upgrade advantage is in favor of the teal Zerg. And he's getting that concave again, just like he did in game 2. There's a lot of roaches here, man. Okay, but honestly, schlong has a decent amount of army too. So how does that work? Another Nidus Worm, this time in the main. Schlong splits off a little bit of army to take care of it. But it was a decoy anyways. With the upgrade advantage, does Ko win this? I don't think so. He's fighting up a ramp. Yeah, he's got to go. Is he gonna try again with the Nidus boys? Nope. Oh, good save. Well, close anyway. Ko is still up 15 workers here, and he's got the upgrade advantage as well, but he's down 30 army supply. And he's making Ravengers. Schlong also making a Ravenger or 2 here. And picks off an Overlord. And the army supplies are starting to even up as Ko's production comes online here. Good bios on those Overlords there. Just trying to keep his opponent in check a little bit. Missile attacks level 2 are done for Schlong McGee. And here we go. There's more Ravengers for Schlong, and I think just more army. Yeah, 107 to 82. Both sides have +2 done, but Schlong does not have the +1 armor upgrade like Ko does. Both players are supply blocked from Ravengers, picking off Overlords. And once again, we have a huge roach fight here. Both players getting a couple shots in, backing off. Schlong McGee wants to push the issue. He's like, no, this is my game. I win. Is that how it works? That might be how it works. Schlong McGee has taken a decisive fight here. Picks off a couple of the Ravengers as well. Once again with the concaves. And goes back into a corner. He's losing Ravengers. And the supply is dropping. And losing that third base is bad news bears for our Teal Zerg player. This might be GG's. How do you not die now? You just do. Schlong McGee takes the series 2-1. Well played and good game.